We know that it's all about the family. It's always about the family with the Fast and Furious franchise. But this one actually is literally about family because we meet Dom's long lost brother, played by John Cena. Let's talk F9, the Fast Saga. Hey guys, Dan here. This is Dan Reviews It. Welcome to my spoiler-free review for the new film F9, The Fast Saga. It's in theaters now, breaking all of these COVID records that have since, I guess, mostly been broken again by Black Widow last week. But I'm here to talk about F9, The Fast Saga. I'm going to make this one, I think, pretty brief because the movie's been out a few weeks. If you are interested in these movies at all, you probably already saw it. And if you are not interested in this movie, then you probably didn't click on this video anyway. So we won't make this too long. But essentially, this is the 10th movie now in the franchise because they had Hobbs and Shaw, the offshoot, well, not last year, I guess 2019. This was supposed to come out, of course, last year and got pushed back. But this is the 9th official Fast and Furious movie, but the 10th one in the franchise. And they're going to make more Hobbs and Shaw movies. And then they're going to make Dom spin-off movies. That's Vin Diesel's character. So, look, most of your favorite Fast and Furious people are here. Of course, not Jason Statham or Dwayne Johnson. Hobbs and Shaw are gone. The offshoot is taking over for them. But we have most of the cast from the, original few films. Vin Diesel, of course, Michelle Rodriguez, Jordana Brewster, Ludacris, Tyrese, and then, like I said, newcomer to the mix, John Cena, who plays Dom's brother, Jacob. And we see a bit about their backstory and about Dom's backstory and their father, who was killed in an auto racing accident. And so we see sort of the seeds that were planted for his Fast and Furious life. The two things that you probably know about this from trailers or just from word of mouth over the last year and a half, because the first trailers for these came out in probably late 2019, I would think. But number one, they go to space. Yes, that is true. And number two, Han is back from the dead. And so I don't think those are spoilers because they've been plastered all over every campaign and meme out there. So I won't get into the details of really either of those. But I will say that Han's death and subsequent return is explained away in a reasonable manner. I still don't really believe it based on what we saw in, I forget which one he even died in. Was that 4 or 5 or something? But whichever one, I think maybe it was 5. Whichever one it was, look, he was dead. But whatever, at this point, these movies are science fiction. At this point, these movies are superhero movies, et cetera, et cetera. In fact, they even poke fun at that a little bit with Tyrese's character saying, I think we're kind of superheroes because we do all this stuff and we don't have scratches on us, and sort of, wink, wink to the camera. It's a little too late for that, I think. But after these 9 movies, I think it's been established that these are essentially superhero films at this point, and certainly not in the real world in any way, shape, or form anymore. What started as street racing movies delved by the 5th and 6th one into these, elaborate set pieces and heists and, running a safe all around town hitched to your truck or whatever. So in this one, yes, they go to space. A couple of the guys do. And at one point, Ludacris makes some sort of comment about physics and, you can't, mess with numbers and this and that. And, you got to trust physics or whatever. And I just was thinking to myself, dude, the physics of these movies has not applied for the last at least 3 to 4 movies for sure. So look, I'm a little bit on the fence about this series as a whole. I thought the first few movies, they were a little up and down, but for the most part were sort of, passable in that B-, C+ kind of range. Fast 5, I maintain, is the best of the series. That was when we introduced The Rock's character. I think he's Hobbs, right? Because Jason Statham is Shaw. So they introduced him. I thought that was good. 6, also very good. And then 7 started to kind of go downhill, but then it was like, okay, well, it's the last movie for the Brian character. So, all right, because of course Paul Walker died. So I sort of can give that one like a little bit of a pass. But then 8 was horrible. And then the Hobbs and Shaw spinoff, also horrible. So I went into this with the lowest of expectations. And because of that, maybe, I was pleasantly surprised. I think this is the best Fast movie in a little while. The set pieces are still, very elaborate and very good. Justin Lin returns here as director. He's directed a lot of them. And so he really knows how to get some bang for the buck here. The two biggest problems I have with these movies at this point is that they're just completely out of the realm of the real world. And, to even talk about physics or math in a movie like this is laughable. So I don't know how much of a wink wink that was to the audience too, but not great. But if you can sort of accept that, okay, look, I watch the Marvel movies and I watch, X, Y, and Z. I saw Independence Day and if you can really sort of accept these as being essentially at this point science fiction movies, then okay, you can give it a pass. But the worst part about it is the acting. Vin Diesel is just sleepwalking through these movies at this point. He just doesn't care. And look, it's not that he doesn't care. I don't think he's that talented. And I know he's done a couple of dramatic roles over the years or whatever, but he will go down in history obviously for this franchise and the Dom character, and that's fine. But he just mumbles every line. It's just horrible. And then they have like Bow Wow returning. He was in one of the other recent ones too. He can't act, to save his life. These other people, when one of your best actors is ludicrous, I think there's issues. Michelle Rodriguez is actually a talent. And, she outshines all of her castmates in any scene that she's in. Helen Mirren is in this momentarily as well. So, that obviously that doesn't really count. Helen Mirren's a great actress, but she's only in like one scene. Charlize Theron returns here as well. She's in a few scenes, but for the most part is locked up. So we don't really see her doing too much here, but she does have some good quips and everything. But what keeps this franchise going is the energetic car chases and stuff like that. And this one opens with a really good car chase, and it made me think, oh right, this franchise is about car chases, theoretically. So I liked that. So look, like I said, I'm not going to make it too long. I think those are my pros kind of and my cons. So we'll end there. But I will say, is it a bad movie? Yes. But is it a fun movie? Also, yes. I really, some of the things that they did are certainly groan-inducing. And every time they talk about family, at this point, it's laughable because that's just such a joke that, in this day and age, Jimmy Fallon was making fun of it and all the memes. And so, we get it. It's about the family. So every time they actually said the word family, especially if Vin Diesel said it, it was just like almost laughable. In fact, a few people in the theater did laugh a couple of times when he said it. So look, overall, this is an improvement over Hobbs and Shaw and Fast 8. I don't think it's, up to par with those really good ones of the franchise. But look, these movies are basically critic proof. Either you like them or you don't. So I leave F9, The Fast Saga, with a C. It was stupid. It was bad. But I did have fun watching it. And look, the car chases are choreographed very well. It's action-packed. You can forget the part where they go to space. That's so stupid and almost maybe give it a lower grade. But I thought, you know what? Whatever. This is what I've come to expect now from these movies. Something truly science fiction. So thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.